everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about how to find the amount of interest you earn with a savings annuity. So take a deep breath and let's make this math easy. All right, so let's say that we want to deposit $350 every month into an account that earns 5% interest compounded monthly. And we want to figure out how much interest we will earn. So in this problem, D equals 350 and our interest rate is 0.05 and we're compounding it monthly, so K equals 12. Which is good that our deposit amount matches how often the interest is being compounded. And the thing we're looking for is how much interest we will earn. Now, this problem I think is actually missing a piece of information. It should say that we want to deposit $350 each month for 7 years. So I apologize that there's a typo there. Because that piece of information is also important because we need to know what T is. So if we want to calculate how much interest there is, we need to look at what information we were given and what information we can calculate. So we know D, T, R, and K. And so because we have all of those variables, we could use the savings annuities formula to find our ending amount, but that's not the question that was asked. The question that was asked is how much interest will we earn? So the way we're going to find interest is we're going to take the total amount that we end up with, which we'll calculate with the savings annuities formula, and then we're going to subtract the total amount that we paid into the account. And that's the way we're going to calculate this. So let's start off by finding out what A is. So A is going to equal 350 times 1 plus 0.05 divided by 12, raised to an exponent of 12 times 7, because we're compounding this interest every month for 7 years, minus 1, all divided by 0.05 divided by 12. So to calculate this, I'm first going to do my mini calculations of 12 times 7, which equals 84. So I'm going to cross this off and write 84. Then I'm also going to do the mini calculation of 0.05 divided by 12. And that tells me that I have a monthly interest rate of 0.004166666666, etc. And then I'm going to take that number and add 1 to it. And that gives me this decimal. And this is basically the stuff inside of these parentheses. Then I'll raise this to an exponent of 84, figure out what that is, and then subtract 1. And then I'm going to take that decimal and multiply by 350, which was my deposit amount, and divide by this decimal that I got in the denominator earlier. So 0.00416666666666. And that ends up telling me that my total amount ends up equaling $35,115.03. And so that is the total amount that I will have in my savings account at the end of the 7 years. And so that's going to be part of my interest calculation. But I also need to know how much I paid in. So the amount that I paid in is going to equal my monthly deposit times the number of months that I deposited it. Well, if I did it for 7 years, for 12 months every year, then I could just do 350 times 7 times 12, and that would tell me that the total amount of money that I put into the account is $29,400. And so to find the interest, which was the thing they asked me for, I'm going to do $35,115.03, and I'm going to subtract $29,400. And when I calculate that, I get 35,115.03 minus 29,400, and it looks like the total amount of interest that I will earn is $5,715.03. And so this is the amount that I would earn in interest. So to recap the strategy here, we're going to first of all find the total amount that will end up in the savings account. Then we calculate the amount that we personally put into the account, not including the interest. And then we take this total amount and the amount we put in and we subtract them to find the total amount of interest that we earned in this situation. So why don't you try this problem on your own and then restart the video to see how I solved it. Okay, so on this one, when you calculate it out, you should get a monthly deposit of $1,407.29. And then when you multiply that deposit by the number of months in 2 years, you end up with the total amount that you paid in being $33,774.88. And then to find the interest, you take your total amount that you have at the end of the 2 years and you subtract the amount that you invested over those 2 years. And that should give you an interest of $1,225.12. So I hope this video was helpful and I hope you guys have a good day.